The wind moves across the plains without asking permission. It carries a quiet warning, one that slips past most, unnoticed, until it touches the skin and refuses to leave. Llewellyn Moss steps out of the dry brush, boots crunching softly against cracked earth. The heat presses down, heavy but familiar, and the horizon shimmers like a distant promise that cannot be reached. He notices the small things first. The way the road bends, the faint stain on the dirt, the smell of something out of place. At first, they feel incidental, ordinary. But there is a tension coiled beneath the surface, the kind that whispers that normality is only a prelude, carrying the weight of chance. Moss discovers the stashed money hidden in the wreckage, inconspicuous yet impossibly consequential. He pauses, a slow realization spreading through his chest. The decision to take it seems simple, almost rational, yet instinct, that subtle guide that slips into the marrow, warns of danger. He feels it in the quiet tremor of his hands, in the way his eyes flit to every shadow, in the stillness that follows each footstep. Anton Chigurh enters the world like a shadow made tangible. There is no flourish, no announcement. He exists as principle, as inevitability. The coin, the sound of a captive cat, the measured steps, all are threads in a pattern. Only he fully comprehends. Each encounter, each choice, unfolds with an almost clinical precision, and yet the human element, fear, hesitation, hope, still colors the space around him. The audience senses it before the characters can articulate it. The tension grows not with explosions or gunfire, but with silence. Silence, a glance held too long, a road empty except for two headlights. The weight of pursuit in each step. Every action Moss takes is calculated, reasonable, yet the consequences ripple outward, unpredictable and merciless. There is a quiet terror in the ordinariness of it all, a subtle observation of what happens when chance and choice intersect in a world that has no regard for fairness. Midway, the story shifts. The chase is no longer just physical. It is moral, psychological. Moss realizes the stakes are higher than survival. Choices are mirrors, reflecting not just circumstance, but character. Chigurh's presence reframes everything. Danger is not chaotic. It is principle. It is inevitability enacted with patience and exactitude. And in recognizing this, Moss begins to understand the depth of his own limitations, the fragility of his resolve. As the descent unfolds, violence and consequence are stripped of spectacle. Each loss, each confrontation, carries the weight of inevitability. The consequences are natural, almost procedural, yet devastating in their human impact. There is no triumph, no poetic justice, only the quiet unraveling of expectation, the moral arithmetic of choice and chance. Sheriff Bell moves through the narrative like a slow wind over the plains. He observes, reflects, and carries the weight of memory and experience. His insight is not revelation, but a measured, human understanding of inevitability and mortality. He senses the erosion of values in a world that moves faster than comprehension. The moral landscape shifts beneath him, leaving him contemplative, quiet, and unsettled. In the final sequences, the tension resolves not with spectacle, but with reflection. Moss's journey ends in a space that is ordinary yet irrevocable, human yet unknowable. Chigurh remains a presence, an echo of principle, a reminder that fate is impartial and inexorable. Sheriff Bell's voice lingers over the plains, calm, reflective, carrying both resignation and awareness. Some truths are too vast to intervene in, too quiet to confront, yet impossible to ignore. No Country for Old Men leaves the audience with the understanding that life's dangers often arrive in subtle forms. Chaos is not always loud, evil is not always visible, and consequence often comes without ceremony. The most terrifying events are those that unfold naturally, inevitably, silently, as if the wind itself has chosen a course and cannot be persuaded otherwise. And as the plains stretch beyond the horizon, The mind holds the memory of inevitability, morality, and the fragile weight of human choice. It is quiet. It is relentless. It is human.